Welcome to my survival series for No Man's Sky, and here we're up on the space station, and in this part what I want to do is two things. The first one is I want to do the next step in the Ghosts in the Machine mission, where we're going to find a hollow terminus, and the other thing I would like to do is we come to discoveries is I would like to at least touch down on both these two unknown planets in this system. This is the system I originally landed in at the start of the series, and I just really want to finish this whole system off and explore it, see what the planets are here, because I just want to hang on to this system right through and build the base up. And in a way I'm looking for a potential base location that I can build up a bit more than the ramshackle base that I've got at the moment, and I'd like to keep the base in this system. Now before we do that, I just want to talk about another update that's coming out. That is the next generation update, which is going to come out on the 10th of November 2020 if you're watching this in the future. And it's very much a graphical update, and if any of you use consoles, I think you might be a bit more interested in the update than I will, because I don't own a console. Because what the Hello Games are doing is providing a migration path to anyone who wants to use the next generation consoles. So, and what they're saying is that if you're moving to those consoles, you're going to get far better graphics, and probably more importantly, the new consoles will be save game compatible. So what they're implying is that you'll be able to take your current playthroughs and move them onto the new platform, carrying on playing with much enhanced graphics. Now from a PC perspective, this update is rather limited because the changes are restricted to anyone who's actually can run this game on ultra settings. As I mentioned in my permadeath series, I don't normally play on ultra settings, although technically my machine is capable of doing it, simply because when you're recording, you're running recording software in the background, and I have noticed from time to time that if you max the graphical settings up, you can get stutter. But since making that statement, I've had a little bit of a thought, and I think maybe this is a good opportunity now to maybe do a bit of experiment in preparation for that update. So if I come into here, I show you on here, if we go to options, graphics options, what I've done is I've bumped all my settings to ultra. Now I'm not exactly too sure whether this is going to work, so this is going to be very much a test of the performance of my machine, but I'm also aware that the ultra settings can be lost in the translation process of uploading YouTube videos, and of course it depends on what platform you're watching them on. So there's that issue as well, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. So this first thing we're going to do is jump into the flying brick, and we need to go out and scan for a hollow terminus. And I can almost guarantee that we're going to be sent back to probably a planet we've already visited. Yeah, we're going to get sent back to this planet here. The question is, do I do this now? I think what I will do is I'll spin round and see if I can find a planet that I have that's undiscovered. So we'll go and scan that. And what we'll do is we'll go off to Mish 49, whatever it is, and we'll do a land there. It says it's got aggressive sentinels on it. So we'll go this direction first, and then we'll come back for the hollow terminal. Sometimes when you've got planets in very big systems, it can be a bit difficult to spot sometimes, because they hide behind other planets. So if you can see one and you want to visit it, go for it straight away. So here we are, we're breaking through the atmosphere, and it looks very much like it's a water planet. I can see islands below me. Yeah, we're definitely on a water planet. And of course the first thing we're going to do is just touch down. Actually, this is quite a big island. Let's have a look around and see if there's any bases on it or nearby. Very flat as well, isn't it? I was planning on looking for some grass, but there's obviously no grass. Yeah, thank you. This is an extreme sentinel planet, so what that should do is add to my milestones here. extreme sentinel planets actually contribute towards this zone here. So if we hang around here for a little while, we might actually move that forward. Thank you, game. We'll do a bit of scanning. Let's see what we can find. Oh, what we got here? Got like almost flying butterfly snakes on the bit. And I think these are some of the new creatures that have been introduced as part of the Origins update. Yep. Extended butterfly snakes. I just noticed something with the scanner. Oh, we got it's a bee as well. 273 in that direction. So it looks like the ability to scan for power sources has now been added to the multi-tool. I mean, that could have been added a long time ago because I haven't really noticed. But I think we'll just go and see if we can find the power source that's in that direction. I've got a horrible feeling it's going to be underwater. Okay, go for it. Wow. Got this here. We can. Yeah, this oxygen supply enabled, yes, and I don't already have the oxygen protection for this, so I have to be a little bit careful. Let's see. Don't actually have oxygen protection, so this could be an issue. You just flip the modes. The very least we can do is scan the creatures. Get our first aquatic creatures of this series. A lot of them actually. Oops. Sure if I can. We swim on the surface like this. Never tried this, but we'll give it a go. Yes, we can actually. Can actually analyze the hotspot without actually going under the water. So we've actually got a B class power electromagnetic power supply. Now where it says local field strength, what that means is that it means I'm not exactly over the center and the max field. So if I move back, so you can actually see what the power is for that area there. Cool. I'm very tempted to mark this location as a potential base site. And considering it's got aggressive sentinels on it, I haven't seen any yet. Got you. Yes, got you. Ah, famous last words. There's a sentinel arriving. And I'm in the water. What I've got to do is get out of back up the side here. Make sure I've only got a magazine of 64. I go for my first. Yeah. Go for my first real sentinel kill. Here comes the opposition. Bye-bye, sentinels. We're out of takeoff fuel. Going to the milestones. You see there, one sentinel destroyed. My first sentinel. I'm not particularly that interested in this planet. I mean, finding that power source is quite useful, but I mean, I could drop a beacon here or something that would then mean I could come back here. But then, do I really want to build my permanent base on an island? Difficult call. Very difficult call. No, I don't think we will. Right, we're going to go back out into space. And I think the next thing we'll do is go for the holo terminal. Looks like the holo terminal is back on my home planet again. Got a couple of planets up over there. Actually, we've got an undiscovered one just there. Oh, wait. We've got an arid planet here. Okay. Why can't I load any weapons? My starship. Right. Wow. Hey, cut it out. Hey. Okay, I think. Right, get out of the way. Keep fighting in asteroid fields. I think somebody actually. Right, let's just come here. Right, so let's just move on to a holo terminal. While I'm flying, I just want to talk about one thing. Somebody left a comment asking me about, the risks and the ability, and how difficult permadeath survival mode is in the context of environmental protection and all that, how quickly it goes down. And I think one of the things about No Man's Sky is that Hello Games don't set out to present challenges that will kill players in direct conflict or by environment. What they actually do is they provide plenty of opportunities for players to kill themselves by negligence. But having said that, one area where I think that they still really need to do a bit of work and improve up the challenge rate is actually space combat, because you think I've just fought that battle and drop here. You think I've just fought that battle and using the starter ship, all I've got is a completely unupgraded photo weapon, and I wasn't under any pressure whatsoever. And you can do that with even 2 or 3 ships. So I think that's one area where Hello Games might need to review the situation, is probably the polite way of saying it, and possibly having levels of ships. So similar to what happens with Sentinels, if you don't destroy the ships quick enough, then you get another ship come in that's a bit tougher, and then progressively tougher from that. And I think that would make the game a little bit more interesting. Anyway, back to the holo terminal. Got a single landing point here. And I've got a feeling I've been here before, but we'll still drop a manual save. This is unknown sector, so maybe it is a new one. Discovered this on the 30th of October, yes, thank you. So it is a new one, and we got some more navigation data. I think we've virtually scanned most things on this planet. I'm just going to climb the ladder. Yeah. Yeah, those are the single life form on the planet, which I've already got. And climb up here. Of course, we're going to come in the holographic terminal. Holo terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. Tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed for this alert yet. Tuned to Apollo. This is our first encounter with Apollo. There he is. Guy with a triangular head. Transmission is silenced. The stranger just stares at me. Greet Apollo. Identify yourself or I end the call. Say you're a friend of Artemis. No, you're not. Ask why. Why do you use the word at all, friend? It is just a label. It pretends to make you feel better about being alone. Why are you contacting me anyway? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind. I don't care about their weird dreams. I'll meet if I'm paid to meet. Even this conversation is a waste of my valuable time. Say Artemis is in trouble. I tell Apollo that Artemis is in trouble, that they attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant and uncharted world, disappearing from the network. Apollo's demeanor changes and they appear uncomfortable at the news. Send me your data logs. Let me see for myself. Upload the log. Apollo studies the log, pausing and replaying the various segments of static and distortions. He turned to me with a glow of excitement. These noises, they sound just like the echoes of the Sentinels' events. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with their precious planets. But this date is distorted, inverted. There's a lot to gain if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And the portals, perhaps are the key. Yep. So what do you say? What do you want? So what do you say? Do you want to work together on this and be partners? Yes, accept. Don't really understand what would happen if you reject. If you're going to work with me, you need to expand your base of operations. I'll send you to a contact of mine. They will supply you with what you need. Just remember to be polite. Okay. As the hologram recedes, Apollo's head turns to the side ever so slightly, as if sighing, saddened. Or perhaps there was nothing, a ghost in the machine. So we've now got to locate Apollo's friend. I'm assuming that this is the step that opens up the next step in there. Life support. Oops. Where am I? Side local system. Consult galaxy map. Ow. So it's implying that we need to go to another galaxy. I'm not quite ready for that in this part. What we're going to be doing is sticking to what I said at the beginning. We're going to go and check out the last planet in this system. I suppose we could have a quick look at the galaxy map and see how far away the planet is. We'll get up into space. Quick look at the map. It looks very much like it's actually in a planetary system we've already visited. Now that's not so bad, we can always teleport there. But I want to find that final planet. What we'll do is we'll get away from this planet. Sometimes if you're too close to the planet, you can't see the other planets around. Because obviously the planet you're close to dominates your view. And what we're going to do now is just spin round trying to find the missing planet. There's a planet in that direction, up that way. Pretty sure we've been to that one. Yes, that's the one we just visited. Group. So the main group here is over here. What I'm doing is just looking at the center radar. There's another planet behind. That's the one we've been to. That's the one there. Of course, the one planet. Okay. We are still one planet missing. Where is it? That's the direction I came. What we got over there? But that's the arid. It's unmapped. Arid planet. That's the one we got to go to. Insufficient fuel. Wow. It's a very long time since that's happened to me. I've got so used to just having being able to just fly around, occasionally topping up the fuel. Actually running out of fuel in space. Luckily I had quite a lot of supplies. In fact, I think what we'll do is interesting, we're flying through asteroids and then they all just, oh, there they are. I think we'll just pick up just top up the old resources a little bit before we fly off. Okay. We've got some hyper clusters. We can go to the exosuit. And I've lost the planet now. That's the one we're going to. Got hostiles coming in. Okay, let's keep flying. We're after my salvage data. Got the one, where are you? Yeah. He's out of range because we were out flying him. So those two of them. So we're going to be a bit more quicker off the mark this time. Some Herox. You can see these guys are barely making a dent in my shields, and remember these aren't fully upgraded shields. So if once you've got fully upgraded shields, you're virtually invulnerable. Pretty sure when the game first came out that the risk to pirates with the low-level ships was a lot higher than it is now. Okay. Off we go. Our standing with the Gek has increased. So we're doing okay with the Gek at the moment. We are now a partner. So the Gek like us. Here we are, we're coming down through the atmosphere. Okay, there's an unknown building just over here. Oh, it's just a... Well, we can always land here and check things out a bit. I think these are new. I don't remember seeing any... I actually scanned them. Yes, I can. Now, I don't ever recall seeing anything like that before. Like, what would you call them? Mushroom trees? Because they don't have leaves, do they? Oh, wait. Hidden amongst the fog. Okay. I could... Yeah, I'm going to kill you. Purely on principle. Please. Identified plant. It's almost like they've got a pearl inside them. I wonder if I can collect them. Do the... No. This is just they're like a plant oyster. That's cool. Let's just get... And here we've got some dihydrogen. I think I'm okay. I mean, I've got a little bit of dihydrogen. I suppose I could pick some up. Yep, thank you, game. Just top up the life support. That up as well. Well, that's it. Herox. We could use that. Let's use this planetary chart as well. And see what's on. Right, we found an alien artifact detected. It's over there. Yeah, thank you. Of course, what we'll do is we'll just use this beacon. And another drop pod, really nice. Minor settlement detected in that direction. Certainly pick that up. Dense carbon, sodium nitrates. I'll just take the metal. And we've got to get relic. Well, we can give that to the Gickies. Far away, you're an hour away. That's a little bit of a long hike for across the planet. How far are you away? You're 921. That's a reasonable distance. Let's check what's the capability. We've got full launch thrusters at the moment. The ship's full. I think that can go to the start. Anything else in here? And we've got 2 tritium hyperclusters. We've got some ferrites. A little bit overloaded at the moment. We've got. Put that into the exosuit. That back. Thank you. We'll just start converting that. Just to use up the space. Where's that building? Oh, there's something running around here. Curiosity. No nearby hotspots. Minerals there, but it's only C. Yeah, it's nothing really grabs me. Right, let's see what. Oh, there's something else. Something on the other side of this hill, so I'm going to go in this direction and head for the hazard protection. I'm going to use some batteries. Got 17 of them. So we're going to go in this. Ah, there's some birds up there. Birds are always good. They're often rare. Make money. 55,000. Certainly going to go for the buried technology. Anything? Another creature there. I mean, I certainly would like to get all the creatures on all the planets in this system as well. Eventually, I mean, I'd like to completely finish this system over time. I'm not going to focus exclusively on it, but it's nice to be able to do it. Okay, anything else in this direction? There's another creature there. Pretty good. Yep. We've got 4 out of 7 at the moment. We've got a sentinel hanging around behind us. An oxygen plant there, we'll just get that. Not that I'd probably need it, but habits are hard to change. Thank you, game. Oh, hello. You're a little dinky one. Oops. Off the top of the hill. And there's another creature over that way. So we'll just go have a look over here and see if we can find it. It says it's probably on the other side of this hill. Up over the hill. Yep, another bird. Butterfly, whatever you want to call it. Identified. Up the environmental, just another battery. This one battery fills that up completely. Right, the personal refiner's finished, but we're not going to take the stuff out of that at the moment because I've only got the one slot left. terrain manipulator. I want the mining beam. I'm going to kill you. It looks very much like the... Hey, let out. No support 50%, we're okay. More creatures around here. Nope. Sentinel. Oh, it's only I think it's a monolith. Either a monolith or a plaque. Never, to be honest, I can never really work out half the time. I just want to jump off this cliff though. I've done myself enough damage. I think that's also a hole. Wow. That's pretty spectacular. Almost like it's almost like a bit like a crater or something from an extinct volcano, isn't it? That's pretty cool actually. I really like that. Of course, I'm still gonna have to jump off of here. But if we go down here, jump won't be quite so high. There's a marrow in there. An unidentified plant. Yes, they oops. Getting distracted again. Oh. Let me see if we go. If I go there. Put the carbon in there. Well, that would free up the slot again. I have to do something about that salvage data. So here we are. Oh, it's a plaque. Flickering emblems appear on the stone, although I do not recognize the language. Somehow I can read the history of the strange planet and the Gek who once resided here. The foul scent of the Gek cannot be opposed. The first spawn commands all its surveys. We are masters of the stars. Our rule shall endure eternally. The Keen and Korvax cower and despair at our name. I mean, we could seek the knowledge of the past. Yeah, let's go for that. Historical data received. How far away is that? And of course it's got to be back on another planet. Let me just see. Got 2 more species to find on this planet. And I haven't actually clicked on any waypoints or anything yet. I think what we're going to do is just spend the rest of this video checking out the planet and see what we can find. Maybe find some more salvage tech. There's some buried technology over there. There, that's 304. That's 315. I think we're going that direction. What's down here? Got you. We're just going to slide down the side of the mountain. Like you do. I mean, this terrain is absolutely awesome. I really enjoy this, walking on random planets. What on earth was that? Oh, it's going overhead. Let's just grab a little bit more dihydrogen since it's here. Just keep filling up until it says inventory full. We've got a crystal fragment. Which that should do is turn into that, and that gives me surplus. Okay, thank you, game. What we can do is put that in there. That will free up a slot there. I'm gonna think of what would I want to turn it into that. Nothing. Make some antimatter houses, but there's no point in that. Oh, I seem to be very good in this series at the moment of finding planets that are on fire. Oh. Yep. Probably because the planet's on fire near me. Have I got you? Yep. Station reached. Brain manipulated. Got it activated. Grab that technology. Selfish data anymore around here. There's some copper deposit there. Oh, look. Nearly missed him. Gives me 6 out of 7. Right in there. Got you. Come on, guys. I want the last life form. Aren't there? Fire berries over there. In this direction. If we go that way. Quite a big creature over there. Have I got you? I've got space for copper. Yes, I have. I wouldn't mind getting some copper because that will allow me to work a bit more on repairing my crash fighter. I think Snafu suggested that I should upgrade it and sell it, but at the moment I'm very attached to my the idea of having that fighter, and I think what I want to do in this series is focus more on ships that I like over ships that are maxed out, like, you know, something that's got very good stats. I'm really looking for an exotic ship that really grabs me, or even, maybe one of each version that I really like the look of. And if I've got to upgrade it from a pile of junk in a sea, you know, and if I've got to upgrade it from a sea level pile of junk, that's okay. I'm happy with that. Okay, the planet's on fire again. I just really want to work in that direction at the moment. I seem to have lost the I was walking towards in my ramble. We got a cargo drop there, but I don't really have the space to pick anything up at the moment. And I could dump the gold. It's only 3. Let's go and take a look. See, there might be something of value in here. Projectile ammunition. What happened to that copper? Humming sacks. Salt deposit. Ooh, salt. That's 550 of. What happened to that copper? Sure, I was walking towards it. Deposit. There's the salt deposit. One there, but it wouldn't be 653. Solar vines. Okay, let's just walk towards that salt deposit then. So you can turn salt into chlorine, and chlorine's a lot more valuable than salt. And in some ways that is a very good way to make money early in the game, unless of course it's been changed by the recent updates. This is something you always got to bear in mind when new updates come out. The values of items do shift. So what was once a very valuable item to collect is no longer such a valuable item to collect. I'd like to find the last... There's buried technology there. I think that's probably more interesting than salt. Though I'll probably go and get the salt later on. Okay. Come on guys, give me the last creature. Go and get that very tech. Yeah, thank you game. Up over the top of the hill. I think we've definitely got you, haven't we? Yeah. Got you, you're the herd creatures. It's walking through the fire. Obviously, creatures that live on this planet are fireproof. Okay. The flames are coming towards me. If I walk through the flames, I'm going to get burnt. unlike the local creatures. Oh, guys, out the way. I need to dig a hole. We've got some potential nanites there. Yeah. That. No. I'll just discard the residual goop this time. I could have kept it, but I'd rather have the spare slot. At the moment, just put that in there. How am I doing for... We're down to 118 oxygen, so I can't hang around much longer. Otherwise we're going to be in a bit of trouble. In fact, it might be time to leave, because I'm not seeing a lot of oxygen on this planet. Mo2 over that way, but it's not that much. I can't make... Well, we could... If I can find some carbon. Not even a lot of carbon on this planet as well. There's a hole there. Unidentified plant. These are not very big, so we're not going to get much from them. Oops. Okay, sentinels turning up. Carbon and mordites. Get away from the sentinels a little bit. Oh, what's this? Got you. Probably get these big mushroom trees, so there's some oxygen there. Certainly. You. I haven't got the range on my mining tool. Oops, I should have put a battery in. This should give me the that I need, and get rid of the mordite. What to do now is make one of these. That uses up that gel. We don't need the dihydrogen. I've got a couple of these as a backup now, alongside the oxygen. We need a bit more carbon to do things. Right, the ship's over there. It's 6 minutes away. Wow. There's some buried technology there. I think just to finish the video up, we'll go and get that buried technology, and then I'll call it. Yes, thank you, game. Maybe strolling around on planets like this isn't such a good idea. I certainly want that buried technology before we leave. Ah. Right, we're going to have to go in underneath the dihydrogen, because the dihydrogen was interfering with the terrain manipulator. It was basically telling me that I couldn't mine the dihydrogen. Oops. Battery, we're down to 14 batteries. Come on, creature. Come out and play. Nope. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to make my way back to this ship, and if anything happens I'll be back. If not, I'll see you once I actually get back to the ship. But that could be almost instantaneous from the perspective of you watching, so I'll see you in a minute. So here we are, we're finally back at the ship. What I did do while I was wandering back, if I show you here, I looked up the final missing creature and it says rare ground, always active. So I think to find that creature, it's just a matter of wandering around till you actually bump into it. But I can't see it around there. There's a very technology module just down there. I think we'll go and get that. It's very close. 112 units is nothing. And I've got space for it. We might as well go and grab that. Oops. That. And we got another 2 salvage data from that. So let's get back to the ship and that will be it. I'll throw one more scan round on the off chance that the missing creature may show up. Another technology module, there's 389 away, it's a bit too far. Got everything there. Oops. Got that. Got that. And we got flames coming in again. Got space for got a little bit of space for dihydrogen, so got that dihydrogen. Okay. And drones are investigating. I'm just gonna jump in the ship. And this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And the next part, we will probably carry on with the Ghosts in the Machine mission, because I've completed all the planets in this system. What I would like to do now is Shinek 4 is the next one. There's 2 planets in that. So we're going to keep this process going for these first 3 systems. Until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.